I've been prepping for over 20 years and I've spent a ton of money on freeze-dried foods. So I'm now looking at purchasing my own freeze dryer from Harvest Right Freeze Dryers. Stick around. In the middle of the video there will be a taste testing and I'll show you a sample of some of the food that comes from Harvest Right Freeze Dryers.
Freeze drying again?
Never know what could happen.
Whatever the future may bring, dinner can be certain. The Harvest Right Home Freeze Dryer. Long live your food.
As I stated earlier, I reached out to Harvest Right Freeze Dryers. I wanted some information on their freeze dryers, and I also requested a sample of some of their freeze-dried foods made by the Harvest Right Freeze Dryer. And they did have two different samples. They had a mixed fruit and they had a ham and scalloped potatoes. So today I'm going to cook the ham and scalloped potatoes and let you know what I think about it, if the quality's there, if the taste is there, and let you know a little bit about the Harvest Right Freeze Dryer and what they have to offer. Like I said, I've spent enough money on freeze-dried foods that I could have bought one of these freeze dryers twice. And all you do to fix these ham and scalloped potatoes is just take 2/3 cup of boiling water and add it to the ham and scalloped potatoes and let it set for 5 minutes, and it says you'll have a quick meal. So let's cook this up. I'm gonna boil 2/3 cup of water and I'm gonna add this to it, let it set 5 minutes, and we'll look at it, see what it looks like, and give you a taste test. All right, my water has come to a boil, so I'm gonna cut this off, and we're gonna remove sorry about that, remove the oxygen absorber. That's what it looks like inside the bag. As you can see, it's some nice chunks of ham and potatoes in there. So we're going to add it to our boiling water. I've added this to the boiling water. Give it a quick stir. We'll let it sit there for 5 minutes and I'll come back and give it a taste test. Alright, that's what it looks like in the pot. Let me plate this up and we'll give it a taste test. It smells really good actually, and see how this compares to your normal long-term food storage that you can get from all the other companies out there on the market. Alright, it's all done. It's set for 5 minutes, and as you can see, it's got real nice big chunks of ham in it, the potatoes. It smells really good. So we're going to give it a taste test, see how this Harvest Right freeze-dried scalloped potatoes and ham, how it tastes. Try to get me a good piece of ham and potato in there. Let's give it a taste test. Man, that tastes good. That actually tastes really, really good. This is, I know this is like they took and cooked this and, freeze dried it, made it into a sample pack here. But this tastes really great. This is some of the best freeze dried potatoes and ham that I think I've ever had. Well, there you have it. Man, that's good actually. That's real good. I've never seen freeze-dried ham and scalloped potatoes together from any of the long-term food storage companies. This isn't a long-term food storage company like Wise or Mountain House or anything. These people, they mainly sell the freeze-dried machines, the Harvest Right freeze dryers. They just have some sample packs here of some stuff that come out of their freeze dryers. and man, that's really good. I'm highly impressed with it. Let's take a look at their freeze dryer, see what the prices are, and what they have to say about them, because I've bought enough freeze-dried food to where I could have bought 2 of these things. So I'm very interested in getting one. If the money's right, and if this is any indication the way this tastes here, and how it was put together, and the freeze drying process by Harvest Right, they make a quality freeze dryer. So stick around here and we'll take a look at the Harvest Right freeze dryer. All right, there you see it. I ate all the ham and scalloped potatoes. So I'm gonna ask my little taste tester, what did she think about the Harvest Right freeze dried ham and scalloped potatoes? What'd you think about it?
It tastes good. It tastes really good.
Well, there you have it. That comes from a child, and if I like it, she likes it. So I'm gonna really take a good look at this Harvest Right freeze dryer, and who knows, I may get one, I may not. It just depends on the money situation. These things are fairly expensive. Well, I hope you enjoyed the cooking demonstration. I thought it tasted great. My daughter did as well. I've spent a lot of money on freeze-dried food over the years, and I think it's about time I start making my own. So I'm looking to purchase one of these things. They range in price from $1,900 up to around $3,200. I think I may go with the small $1,900 version. It's just time I start making my own freeze-dried food. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around to the end. I've got a little video clip from Harvest Right freeze dryer you may enjoy.
Okay, it's time to check our food. The freeze dryer's been running for about a day, and you can see that the screen indicates the food is dry. Let's turn off the freeze dryer. I'll open the door and take a look at the food. The food looks exactly the same as when I put it in. It hasn't changed its shape, color, or flavor. I'm going to test a few of the bigger pieces to make sure that the food is completely dry. First, I'll look at the ice cream sandwiches. Since they had the most water in them, I will check to see how hard they are and if they're wet inside. The potatoes are dry and crumbly. The raspberries look like fresh raspberries. They are so good, and they're completely dry. The apples are beautiful. They're the same color, same shape, and haven't shrunk at all. And the ham is perfect. Meats are the easiest to freeze dry. Since there's no water left in the food, I'm ready to package and store it for future use. There are 3 things that cause food to go bad: heat, water, and oxygen. The freeze dryer takes all of the water out of the food while the food is still really cold. And the way to take out all of the oxygen is to put the food in a Mylar bag and add an oxygen absorber. You can also use number 10 cans or canning jars. All of these methods will preserve the food for many years to come. I've already labeled the Mylar bags. I include the date and a description of what's inside. So I'll take the ham, fill the Mylar bag, add an oxygen absorber, and seal it up. I like to do a double seal just to ensure that it's airtight. I'll do the same thing with the potatoes. My family loves to snack on freeze-dried fruit. Sometimes I store it in these glass jars, and sometimes I store it in canning jars. That way, they're easy to access for a snack. For long-term storage, I'll put the rest in Mylar bags, add an oxygen absorber, and seal them up. Raspberries and other fruits are delicious in cold cereal or warm oatmeal. I've powdered them and used them in smoothies and even to flavor cakes and frosting. Try using freeze-dried fruit in your baking. You can drop them in your muffin batter or your next cobbler. There are so many options. Okay, these are ready for your pantry or food storage room. For snacking, I put these jars of apples and raspberries on the counter or pantry shelf. The ice cream is amazing. It's delicious as a crunchy snack. I'm going to store some in Mylar bags and put some in a plastic bag to enjoy during the week. Your family will love these. Properly stored food can last up to 25 years.